all greatness, the majority of greatness in itself doesn't come with goodness. The two don't coexist with one another. And all great men are not good men.
Test your power.
Is it true? Is it true? Are there some snacks in the building? Come on, Lump Snacks, get it together. Oh, I heard something. Oh, I hear it. Snacks.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I heard it. Oh, there he is. Oh, shit. Snacks. Oh, you got the potato internet connection going on. There you are. Hey, it's kind of working. What up?
Yeah, it's probably pretty.
What are you on your phone?
Nothing, man. Just chilling. No, I'm on my laptop. I'm surprised that it's being this slow. It's probably being like jumpy.
Oh, I can hear you. That's all that matters. What up, though, Lump?
I cut that today, so.
Huh, what up?
I said I cut that deer up today.
Oh, nice. Nice. It's good to be in first. It's good.
The invite had Cary, so.
He'll be on. Yeah, it's good to be in first place all alone these days.
What's that?
Hey, I hope you guys know nobody's catching me the rest of the season.
What for the picks?
Yeah. Nobody's going to catch.
You're either going to have to pick very bad or have auto pick on.
It's not going to happen.
And I don't even think it does that, but.
Yeah. Nah, it's not going to happen. I moved into first place. Shout out to those Vikings. I will take that one. Thank you.
I know we haven't talked about it yet because we just started, but it was a very good game.
It was an awesome game, but this is the first week since like week 3 that I had time to like sit down and go over my fantasy picks and see who's matched up against who and pick my game picks. And like, I swear to God, I thought I switched it to Chicago. I guess I didn't hit save.
Dude, I saw that Baltimore won it, and I went into Yahoo just to see if you picked them, and you didn't, and I got so upset.
I was just like,
even get out of the week.
Yeah, I know. I thought that I did because I meant to. As soon as I saw that everybody was out, I was just like, oh, there's no way. There's no way. But yeah, good to be in first place. It's good. Climbed out of the cellar. So I checked the overall standings.
Cellar, finally.
I checked the overall standings like of the whole world. It only goes 1 through 50, but 50th place has 112 points, and I have 100. So we're not that far off, dude. First place has 100.
It's literally a game week.
First place has 118 points.
So that's literally 1.5 games a week.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing, and I can guarantee you he didn't have a week where he had 3 right.
And if I would have been a smart decision maker instead of just picking the Pittsburgh Steelers because they're my favorite team, we would have been even for the week. Don't remind me. I know.
All right, so this week I didn't. This is a week that I kind of went off of. This is football. All right, so Captain Kirk beating Aaron Rodgers to get back to 500 is exactly the type of game that Captain Kirk wins that makes everyone think that he's good. And I fucking knew it. It's literally the types of games that he wins.
After I called you,
I told you that these are the types of games he wins and makes everyone thinks he's good. They're going to win this game. Although he almost Captain Kirked it and threw that fucking pick. Darnell Savage couldn't keep a hold of it. But shout out to them, because after that they just went straight down the field and dominated. But
They did.
that one, and then you went with your Pittsburgh fandom, but you should have known that Big Ben is like 1-11 on the West Coast. He never wins traveling to the West Coast.
You see what's funny is they didn't show that stat until the fourth quarter. I'm like, you got to be fucking. He only won one game, and it was in San Diego once. That's it.
Yeah, so he's terrible.
He-
It made me think about you when you travel on golf, because you suck when you travel. And I was just like, oh, Ben.
Don't remind me.
I was like, Ben just can't travel and play. So that was an easy one. Let's see. We can just bounce over them real quick, because I don't know when these guys are going to show back up. It'd be hilarious if Nice actually shows up.
I second guess myself with the Panthers pick. I should have picked the Taylor Heineke train, because he's on my yearly fantasy now, and I didn't pick him, and that's my fault.
So the Patriots game was an easy one. Matt Ryan will never be able to beat the Patriots the rest of his life, or Tom Brady. It'll never happen. Ever. He'll never be able to beat either of those two teams. You can stamp that, guarantee. That one's so easy. And Patriots are, at this point in the season, are one of the 4 best teams in the NFL right now. 5 games in a row. Defense is dominating.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Mac Tannehill doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. Right now, them and the Colts are playing better than anybody else. Speaking of the Colts,
I agree. They
should have picked
Max and Handle could throw the ball.
Should have picked the Colts over the Bills. I knew that shit was going to happen, and I didn't pick it because the Colts are on fire right now, and Jonathan Taylor is the best running back in football. And the Bills aren't that good. I mean, they're good, but they're like
In the league. Yeah.
well, no, they're a one-trick pony, dude. They're throwing it down the field, and if you can get them out of like that one thing they do, it's over. And you see it; they got destroyed, dude. They lost to the fucking Jets.
The Jets.
They lost to the Jaguars. Like, they've lost to the worst teams in football because all of these teams have physically beat them up. And now everyone knows we just got to beat them up. Bills are not going to the Super Bowl. It's not going to happen.
After what they did this week, dude, I don't know. That was brutal to watch, to be honest.
Ravens and Bears, we know what happened there. I cannot believe the Bears lost that game.
Yeah. It was a very, I don't know. I don't even know what to call it. It wasn't a great game to watch, but of course the fourth quarter, it was a close game.
Well, I don't know what to think about Justin Fields, because whenever Andy Dalton, the Red Rifle, got in, he went straight down the field and scored.
He did.
So, I believe that the Red Rifle is going to be starting this week. I think Fields has tested positive for the Roni. So
He did, and he has bruised ribs too.
So I think the Bears are playing the Lions on Thursday.
Yes, they are.
So I just picked the Bears on that one because the Lions have David Blau starting, and he threw for 77 fucking yards on Sunday. An NFL quarterback threw for 77 yards, dude.
Yeah, I know. Trust me.
So this is why they say that they don't want to expand to San Antonio and Toronto, eventually Mexico and overseas, because there's only like 10 good quarterbacks. These other teams are just searching perpetually for a good quarterback. You want David...
Well, it's not even that. It's...
Colton, are you going to watch a team that's David Blau's your starting quarterback?
Absolutely not.
Exactly. Texans over the Titans. Had I known what the weather was, I would have swapped this one and picked the Titans. I didn't know it was a torrential downpour. The Titans have nobody. They literally have A.J. Brown, and that's it. All you have to do is quadruple team him, and then what are they going to do? Adrian Peterson's 473 years old, and they just cut him today.
I did not see that. But I was at halftime on Sunday. I didn't know AJ Brown got hurt during the game either.
Oh, he got rocked. It was a chest injury. He got rocked right on the sideline, and it looked like the ball could have went into his chest, so he probably has like a contusion, a bone bruise or something. He got rocked, dude. So I would have switched that if I would have known it was raining, because the Titans don't have anybody right now, and
No.
Tyrod Taylor could run, so they don't even have to hand the ball off. Now, what I do find interesting is the Titans they cut Adrian Peterson, but they didn't sign another running back. They actually signed Golden Tate.
Okay.
Not the Broncos, whoever he plays for now. Shit, I was supposed to write a note on this. Whoever he plays for now just cut Philip Lindsay. That was
Houston.
Yeah, Houston just cut him today. I thought the Titans were going to cut Adrian Peterson when they dropped him and go pick up Philip Lindsay, because that dude's fast.
Philip, yeah.
But they actually picked up Golden Tate instead, so that was a weird move. I guess they're pretty comfortable with whichever one of the Devontaes they have as their running back right now. Freeman, Foreman, it's one of those guys.
It's Foreman.
Yeah, I know I get those two confused.
Golden Tate played for the New Jersey Giants.
Yeah. Vikings over the Packers. Hey, come on, dude. Good football game.
I didn't see that one.
Apparently, Aaron Rodgers has a broken toe.
Yeah, they talked about it Sunday night during the Steelers game.
Well, today
eyes of him trying to walk.
Yeah, today was
funny.
Today was Aaron Rodgers Tuesday, and I was busy, so I didn't catch it, his whole interview. But they had a a contest, and it was hashtag how did Aaron Rodgers break his toe, and then you had to come up with how he broke his toe, and they're giving away $5,000. And they still didn't say who won. He didn't really say how he broke his toe, but he broke it. Why he was off with the Roni, so something happened. I said that he was practicing his tantric sex positions when the dog that it gets better. When the dog that he had killed after that State Farm commercial showed up, and it startled him. And when he went to Joe Montana, the dog, he stubbed his toe. I don't know if you ever heard the story of Joe Montana. All right, so apparently this is not too long ago, and you can look this up. This really happened. Joe Montana, fucking 60-some years old, right?
Yeah.
Somebody broke into his house and tried to kidnap one of his grandkids.
Really?
And he stopped them by hitting the lady in the face with a fucking football, dude. This really happened.
He did not.
Yeah.
He did not do that.
Yeah, apparently this really happened. So Joe Montana, still got a rocket on him, dude. Still very accurate. Had supposedly hit her right in the face.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's some precision ball placement.
So anyway, I said when the dog, because you know that, I don't know if you watched the Pat McAfee show. They asked, AJ Hawk's kids asked AJ what Aaron does with the dog from the State Farm commercial, and AJ said he has it killed after the commercial. It's just a prop dog. So there's this big long thing on why I said that the dog he had killed showed up, and then he tried to Joe Montana the dog. But
dude,
it will be a mystery on what he did to break his fucking toe. And it doesn't even say which one it is, so who knows. Dolphins over the Jets, easy. Oh, there we go. Roger Harper in the building. Joe Flacco and who's the other guy? Mike White both have Roni, so Zach Wilson is back to start next week. Whether the Jets.
Gentlemen,
Roger Harper, what up,
Oh,
homie?
is he really?
how you doing, brother?
Harper.
You
What's
know,
up?
Good.
That Cary?
no, that's Colton.
Colt. What's up, Colt? How you doing, sir?
Good, man. How are you? It's finally nice to hear about you. Hear from you.
That's what's up. This is I've been a little busy. I ain't been on the show in quite
Sweet
some
I could
weeks,
be
but
here.
that's what's up.
Yeah, you know, we're just I started a little bit early because I was bored,
Okay.
and I know
That's what's up.
Cary will be popping in at some point, and you know, if Nice graces us with his presence, that'll be hilarious.
I know that's right. Has he been on and off?
2 weeks ago, he popped up randomly.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And Roger Harper, when I say randomly, I mean I hadn't seen him in weeks, and then all of a sudden he just popped up out of nowhere. And it wasn't even the first hour; it was the third hour. He just popped. Where have you been?
Well, you know, I get off late, man. I've had a busy season with flag. I got invited, man. I'm refereeing the NFL flag Super Bowl. I told you in the text, man. So that was an honor.
Hell yeah, man!
I'll be representing, you know, flying me out, hotel, all that kind of stuff. So I'll be out here doing that, man, this year.
Well, congratulations, homie. They need to get you in the league because these motherfucker referees suck.
I know, boy. This is a bad call.
Dude, these guys are.
Terrible call.
This is the worst I've ever seen it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sure.
It's funny because there was what game was I watching? They missed a call. They all looked up at the Jumbotron, watched the play happen on the Jumbotron, called a timeout, talked to each other for a little bit, and then made the call retroactively after watching it on the replay. I was like, you can't.
Who does that?
I was like, you can't do that shit. You're the fucking referee. What are you doing?
Exactly. And that's going to call from up top. Maybe change the call.
No, I mean, it was so obvious that they didn't even need to get the call from up top. It was just like, yo, how did you miss that one in the first place? It was a face mask where the dude ripped his helmet off, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, these refs fucking suck, man.
Yeah.
It blows my mind that the NFL makes this many billions of dollars and they can't compete with these, like, the networks paying the best referees, because that's all what's happened. All the best referees are on, like, CBS, ESPN, NFL Network being analysts and shit.
And it's consistent too. You see it week in and week out. Bad calls.
Yeah,
Calls.
it's been atrocious this year. It's been really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's much better there, Lump. You gotta turn your mic on, but yeah, you're in here now. There he is.
Yeah, my laptop was not working.
Nah, that's infinitely better. I can actually see you, and now I can see Roger Harper. Yo, Roger Harper, you in a movie right now?
That's what I'm thinking.
Nah. I'm in that Maybach Ford F-150 you was talking about a while ago. Remember this song? I got the red burgundy insides and all that.
Yo, Roger,
On the inside of my...
I swear to God, you look like you're in a rap video right now, son.
I'm literally
Yeah,
waiting
it's all
for Steve to
good.
come out outside.
So yeah, Roger Harper. Big news happened today in the NFL. Jason Garrett got fired.
Yes, he
Oh,
did.
wow. Not surprised.
I'm not surprised at all. They suck. They fucking suck. Their offense is terrible.
Not surprised. Did you see his face last night during the game? They put the picture, they put the camera on his ass, and he's sitting looking like an idiot.
I will say this though: those throwback Giants uniforms do look awful nice.
Oh, yeah, they was fresh.
They looked awful good in those, but they look terrible on the field. So this is it for Danny Dum Dum. So I mean, I know we'll talk about it when Cary pops in, because him and I have been talking about it since as soon as the game ended, and since Seattle lost and is basically out of the playoff picture. That looks like the end for Russell Wilson and Pete Carroll in Seattle, like guaranteed. It's done over there. Russell Wilson wants to be in L.A. or New York. Well, L.A.'s got their two teams have great quarterbacks. He's not going there. The Giants need a quarterback. Giants need a quarterback.
That'd be perfect for him. His wife would love to be in New
Yes,
York.
Sierra would love being in New York, and Russ can handle New York.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
he can have New York by the palm of his hand if he goes in there and do what he do.
yeah, no, it's going to happen. So we called it here first before any other sports show that exists. Russ is going to be a Giant next year. I've been calling it for weeks, literal weeks. I've been saying he's going to end up in New York. They're done with Danny Dum Dum. Gettleman's going to get fired, and they're going to have to. I think the smart thing would be to bring in Louis Riddick and let him be the GM, and then bring in Russ. That's a culture change instantaneously.
Yeah. Louis Riddick's a smart guy. I played with him in Atlanta, and I was in Canada with him too, man. So.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that. I just his name always keeps coming up, and he is very smart. He presents himself very well, and he seems to be highly respected amongst the NFL, which is what you need to be as a GM. So,
yeah, he's been doing it for quite a while.
Yeah, so I can see that happening with him. Adrian Peterson got cut already. Roger Harper.
Wow. It's probably the end of his career, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, the whole world just saw 3 games and nothing from him.
And he got some playing time, too, and did nothing, so. He's lucky he got the last few years there, man. It don't last too long, but he was the man in his prime, you know?
If he didn't miss a season and a half for some dumb shit, he might have been able to break the all-time rushing record.
Yeah, to continue his dominancy he had going on.
But I mean, Derrick Henry's probably going to end up breaking it anyway. That guy's going to get 2,000 yards a season unless he can't stay healthy.
Yeah, he's been out. Is he out still?
Yeah, I finally got a fantasy victory without Derrick Henry in the lineup. He got hurt, Roger Harper. I took 4 losses in a row. What am I going to do? I had the number 1 scoring player in the league out of my lineup. What am I going to do?
Damn. So where you at now in that league?
I'm in 5th.
Okay. You still got plenty of time, though.
Yeah, no, I got plenty of time. And my matchup coming up this week, homie's got I already looked at who he's got, and he's got Kyler Murray and a bunch of Cardinals players, and they're all on the bye next week. So he's got his bench in. So I'm just like, it's a wrap for him. It's a wrap for him. So I'm climbing back up in there, man. I'm gonna make the playoffs. But Derrick.
That's what's up.
Derrick Henry getting hurt really fucked up my fantasy season, dude. That really fucked shit up, dude.
Yeah, they said he was gonna be the highest scoring guy in NFL fantasy history if he kept it going.
He was.
He was killer.
Dude, he was averaging over 30 points a game. It was easy. And it is what it is. Injuries happen. So, but yeah, I got back on the winning side this week. I'm gonna start getting on a run again. I made some moves. You know what?
Okay, I'll be seeing you making those trades. I'll be watching my email going up and down trades.
Yeah, you about to get a lot of them this week, man. I went in on the waiver wire. The second the waiver wire was open, I was the first one on it. Give me this guy, get rid of this guy. I gotta make moves.
Damn. Okay, that's what's up.
Got to restructure Roger Harper, man. Motherfucking Derrick Henry, that hurts. That's like losing Kevin Durant off your team. You just lost fucking 40 points a game.
Exactly. That's right. Like you said, we still got how many games left? Eight games left?
Yeah, we got 8 games left.
Okay.
Top 4 make it into the playoffs, so just gotta get back to number 4.
Exactly.
Let's see what else has been going on. The Bears are going to end up firing Matt Nagy. That's happening.
The quarterback is taking a beat, my boy Justin Fields.
Well, I mean, the Bears suck.
Yeah, the offensive line bad.
And, their best player, Khalil Mack's been out for weeks. He's on the IR. He's not coming back this year, so they suck.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
One thing we have reached, though, Roger Harper, this means we're getting to important football. Flex scheduling. They're starting to move games from 4 o'clock afternoons to primetime games, and I'm all for it. So, Patriots and Colts have been flexed to Saturday night in December.
Oh, okay.
And they were Sunday afternoon, and they moved them to Saturday night because there's 2 games. December 18th is when Saturday football starts. So they moved the Patriots and the Colts to the evening game, which is awesome. Because I don't know if you saw the lineup for Thursday for Thanksgiving football. It fucking sucks, dude.
Pretty terrible.
It's so bad.
I didn't see the lineup yet.
I mean, the Lions are playing, so that's bad football.
Here.
And the Lions are playing the Bears, so that's terrible football. Nobody wants to watch that shit. And then the Cowboys are on.
Yeah, for sure. Who they playing?
It's the Bears at Lions, then the Raiders at the Cowboys.
The Raiders suck.
And then the Bills and Saints play at 8:30.
The Bills and Saints, but the Saints are down half their squad.
Well, that might be an upset.
Yeah, Bills and Saints at 8:30.
That might be an upset, Raiders and Cowboys.
Yeah, it might be because the Cowboys fucking sucked this week, dude.
Yeah, I know. Have you talked about your hoodie, man? They top of the division, 7-3.
Hey, that's
What you think about that?
That's a solid football team, Roger Harper.
Exactly.
They got everything moving right now. They look like the old Patriots of the early 2000s.
Exactly. That's they had the biggest off-season transition going on. Remember, we used to talk about that. They made some power moves this off-season, so it looked like it's working out for them.
Well, I think the thing that worked out for them the most, and this is all NFL teams, are this. You got to have a quarterback, and they just happened to hit on one who could step in and is operating like a 4th or 5th year vet from day one.
On all cylinders, they say. He hitting on all cylinders.
He is so impressive, and it's thick. He's not all right. So I know we all watched. I know Colton did. We watched Pittsburgh and the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert he's on a whole different level of ability, God-given ability to play quarterback. He was making throws that I was just like, all right. And it's not like Aaron Rodgers throws where he's jumping in the air off balance and making ridiculous throws. These are just solid, standing in the pocket. I'm 6'4", 240. Throw it on a dart between coverage, absorb the hit. Like, everything is just flawless. It's perfect. I can't believe it. When I watch it, I'm like, this is literally the perfect quarterback. And he had 97 yards on the ground.
Wow.
I know Pittsburgh. I know Pittsburgh defense sucks, but he had 348 yards passing and 97 yards rushing. Like this, we're still in year 2 for this kid. Just so physically gifted. It's so ridiculous. Mac Jones reminds me more of Tom Brady. There's not a whole lot of physical tools there. He just can really play quarterback.
Yeah, natural.
Yeah, he just makes the right decisions. His brain works very, very quickly. He goes through his progressions and makes the right read. He threw a pick this week, and I was shocked. I was just like, damn, dude, it's been like fucking 6 games since you threw a pick. And Roger Harper, their running game is looking very potent right now.
Who's the running back?
They got Ramondo Stevenson, the rookie from Oklahoma, who is absolutely physically beasting anyone who gets it his way. And then Damian Harris, the guy from Alabama.
Okay.
And then they got their third running back's Brandon Bolden, who's been around forever. And then they got this little tiny kid. So, they're set.
He got it lined up. He know what he's doing. So
and
I'm not surprised with that either.
And I think the off-season move of the league, I said it in the last couple weeks, is Matthew Judon going to the Patriots. That guy is absolutely... He might be Defensive Player of the Year. He might end up being Defensive Player of the Year. He is absolutely all over the field, everywhere. And I'm just like, wow, they really hit a home run this offseason.
Yeah, they did.
So, yeah, Gettleman's got to go. All right, so it's 9. Cary should be popping in. I kind of don't want to like. So we can look at the playoff picture. Patriots. Patriots going to win their division. They're going to win.
Absolutely.
That's not a type of football team, Roger, that's going to fall apart. They're just going to continue. They're just going to continue to improve.
Of course. Again, with the rookie in charge and quarterback stepping up, making plays, like you say, he's working on all sorts. The whole team is playing well. So I don't see them making no bad moves in between now and the end of the season. They could definitely be in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're definitely making the playoffs. I had them preseason slotted as a wild card team. It looks like they might win that division. See, AFC North is absolutely retarded. Just like everybody's got 5, 6, or 7 wins. They're just going to keep beating up on each other. It's who's going to be available. They don't know what's wrong with Lamar Jackson. He was like sick, but not sick. It's not the Rooney. He didn't feel good. I don't know. They're not really saying what was wrong with him. The Bengals looked good this week, but they didn't play anybody. They're supposed to blow that team out. So Steelers looked good, but Big Ben doesn't win on the West Coast, and the Chargers are one of the better teams in football. So, and then the Browns are just surviving.
Yeah.
That's not going to last.
I think it's gonna be a coin toss who makes it to the Super Bowl, man. Because teams, you think they're gonna do well, and then they fucking turn around and lose to a bum team,
Well, I think it's going to be like the Bucs last year, and almost every single season of the NFL. Who gets hot right at the end of the year and makes that run during the playoffs? They win a Super Bowl. That's how the Giants won their 2. They got hot at the end of the year, caught a wild card spot, and then just ran through the playoffs. The Bucs last year got warm at the end of the year, got a wild card spot, went on the road for 3 consecutive playoff games and dominated all of them, and then blew the fucking Saints out of the water in the Super Bowl. So, yes. So, I mean, I look at teams like right now, all right, like the Colts are going to run. That's 5 games in a row. They're playing really, really well. Is it too early? Are they going to be able to do that for 12 games in a row? I don't know. The Patriots,
I don't think so.
Yeah, but the Patriots, because of Belichick and the organization, are less likely to fall off at the end of the year.
They've been there and done it. They know how to do it.
They know what it takes to continue. So,
Exactly.
2 sprains is 1 play away from breaking 17 bones. So,
Wow.
this guy might be out at any given moment. He could be out. So, they're really hot right now. I'm telling you, they've won 5 in a row. You gotta remember, they started out 1-4. They're 6-5 right now. They on a run,
Okay.
and I don't see them being able to sustain that. This is week 11. You got 7 more games.
Mm-hmm.
There's a half of a season left. That's going to be tough. Trevor Lawrence sucks for Jacksonville. They're doing him dirty down there. He's playing really bad right now.
I think I read something talking about maybe they don't take him out the lineup. They're starting to question him now.
Well, I mean, they don't got nothing around him.
No, they don't.
You got
Starting with the fucking head coach.
Yeah, you got Urban going to the chop house every fucking weekend.
Man's acting like it's GTA Vice City out here.
Yo, Roger Harper, win, lose, or draw, the Jacksonville Jaguars are getting Monday off. ain't no victory day in the Jags locker room, Roger. fucking Urban Meyer's got to go to the fucking chop house.
Exactly. That motherfucker was.
Yeah, he was 16 for 25 and 150 yards. That's not that great.
Roger Harper, I will give you guys credit. Ohio State's probably going to win a national championship. You guys are looking really good right now.
Yeah, we got in there. We got in there. Plus, they put Cincinnati in there too.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy about that because Cincinnati's not going to lose. They can't. They're not going to drop out of it now, so they get to go. But they're going to have to play Georgia and get spanked in the first round anyway.
That's like was that last year? Who was Cincinnati? Oh, that was 2 years ago. They played in the bone game. They lost to Georgia in a good game, though. So
it was a solid game.
Man. It was a good game. You never know, man. Luke, he's doing a good job over there, man.
He is. No, I'm happy for him.
Ohio State. Well, I hope he pulls it out. But the national championship, they make it to the national championship. It might be a blowout. Because I know Ohio State will run them off the field
on purpose.
Yeah.
As they should. Yeah. Just the athlete matchup would be so far apart. They'd have to. And Ohio State's quarterback is balling right now.
CJ Stroud.
He is getting busy.
But he's got 3 top first round receivers too. So yeah.
Always.
All you gotta do is get to the Go ahead.
Yeah. So boy, they what? They were up 49-0 on Michigan State
at halftime. Yeah, everybody thought it was gonna be a game. We're going to see what this Michigan-Ohio State game does this weekend.
Roger Harper, more of the same. Congratulations. You guys are going to blow out Michigan once again.
Yep, for sure. Everybody thinks it's going to be a game. We'll see.
No, it's not going to be. It's not even going to be close. It's not going to be close. So Kansas City has made some changes, and it seems to be working right now. So Clyde Edward-Helaire is back in the lineup. So now they have, like, an actual running back. But they took Chris Jones, who they had, for some reason, moved to defensive end and moved him back to defensive tackle. And he basically beat the Cowboys by himself.
Wow.
He had a really good game.
No, Roger Harper, he beat them by himself. He had a tip pass for a pick. He had a strip sack. I think is either 2.5 or 3.5 sacks. 2 tackles for loss. Like, he literally beat them by himself. It was disgusting.
Wow.
And he was over top of Tyron Smith the entire game, so he was manhandling an all-pro lineman the whole game. Like, get out of here. Fuck you. So, I don't know what...
He's been exposed.
Yeah, he's been exposed. I don't know what that means for the Chiefs. I don't know. I mean, it's funny that the Broncos is still in the picture. Somehow they keep winning games.
Wow.
They do.
Yeah, I mean, they're 5-5. The Raiders are 5-5, but the Raiders are a terrible 5-5. They have done nothing in the last 2 weeks. The Cowboys, this is hilarious. I wish Cary was here because at one point they were running away with this division, and now the Eagles have got a couple in a row. Looking pretty good lately.
Wow.
If the trend keeps going the way the season is right now, and if the Cowboys don't get their heads out of their asses, the Eagles might win the division. There's a good chance it could happen.
That would just be hilarious just for the sake of Cary being pissed off because every single fucking week when I say the Cowboys are running away with division, he's like, I told you so. I'm like, whatever. I mean, Heineke's got a couple wins in a row too, so the
Red Hawks.
The Red Wolves aren't out of it technically, but the Giants are. They suck. The Vikings, by beating Green Bay, got themselves back into the discussion. But Captain Kirk is going to lose in San Francisco this week because he can't ever go above 500. He has to go one below 500. They're 5-5 right now. There's something in his programming. He can't have a winning record. He has to be one game below 500. They are losing in San Francisco this week. It's going to happen. Captain Kirk's at all times.
He almost Captain Kirk did it yesterday. Well, Sunday.
And I said Captain Kirk's going to Captain Kirk. and he should have blown that game, but they didn't. Dude, Justin Jefferson is literally unstoppable.
Yeah.
He is unstoppable. Nobody can guard him. He's too fast. He's too quick in and out of his breaks. He makes really tough catches, and he shows up in big moments. Which means they have Adam Thielen, doesn't even have to be a number one. They got that guy being a number one now. So you have a number two that's actually a one. So, and you got Dalvin Cook. They should be winning a lot of games. What's the X factor?
Kirk Cousins, baby.
Captain Kirk. Now, if I were Russ, I know he's going to go to New York because Sierra wants to go to New York. But if I'm Russ, I'm going to Minnesota. Their roster is way better.
You see possible release or trade with Seattle?
He's not going to stay in Seattle. They're done. They're done.
No. What I'm saying is like, do you think Kirk Cousins would play in Seattle if they did a trade?
Kirk Cousins is going to go
Absolutely.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is going to.
Exactly.
He's going to go wherever he can.
Exactly. He ain't got it like that. He ain't that guy.
Everybody just thinks that he might be, but he's not. It is like he's got to be halfway through his career right now. He's not who everyone thinks he's going to be. He never was. He never will be. It'd be interesting, though, with Aaron Rodgers and his toe issue. Because he said it was bothering him. He played well. It's funny, because he got a taste of his own medicine. They scored too quick. The Packers scored in one play. 75 yards. You left 3.5 minutes left. Even I knew the Vikings were going to win that one. If it would have been a minute and some change, Kirk would have thrown an interception because he would have been forcing the issue.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't the case. He was able to just hand the ball. They ran the ball with Cook. But he's going to captain Kirk. I ain't worried about it.
Well, like you said earlier, before Roger joined, is that last week or on Sunday was that one or the two games a year that everyone thinks Kirk Cousins is the answer.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't know why nobody else picked the Vikings. Come on, guys. We all know those are the only games he wins.
I didn't think it'd be against the Packers.
All right, so Kirk Cousins beats quarterbacks that are better than him. Matt Ryan only beats quarterbacks that he's better than. Yeah, so you can count on those two. Like, the Vikings play the Bucks. Sorry, Tom. Probably going to lose. The Vikings play the Texans. Tyrod Taylor's going to have 600 yards, and Kirk's going to throw 7 interceptions or something stupid. It's just like, this is why you're never going to win. You do that shit. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. The Bucks, get right game against a terrible Giants team. Whatever, they're 7-3. The Saints have half the rosters missing. Not looking good for them. The Panthers with Cam as their starting quarterback. That didn't last long for old Sam I Am. Sam I Am. I will not eat green eggs and ham.
Well, he wasn't ham this season, I'll tell you that.
Sam I Am, not Cam, is his new name. Because as soon as Cam was back, get out of here. Get out of here. You suck. They picked up his 5th-year option, so they owe Sam Darnold like $24 million next year, which is hilarious.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Hilarious, because they don't want him.
Mm-mm.
And nobody's going to take him. Nobody's going to take him. What are you going to do what the Lions just did with Jared Goff and take a bad quarterback so that you can dump him after a year and get draft picks? There isn't any good quarterbacks in college football right now. There's no quarterback in college football that people are like, wait till he gets to the league. There's none. So
there's one that's even worth looking at, and it's the quarterback from Liberty. I don't know his name, but he's been playing really good all season. And then the mediocre is from Ole Miss.
No, there's one. His name is Arch Manning. He's a junior in high school. That's the only one anybody is waiting for.
Wow.
Literally, like, he's the only one anyone cares about. You might have teams trying to tank for 6 seasons in a row to guarantee the number 1 spot when he finally decides to come out. Cardinals, shout out to Colt McCoy getting another victory. I did not think he would get 2 victories. Colt McCoy only gets you 1 victory. I didn't think it would be 2, especially with no D-Hop. But I looked at more as their opponent played absolutely terrible. So,
Wow.
game breakdown time. Roger Harper. Patriots are back, baby.
Absolutely.
Patriots are back. That defense is... I mean, they did play the Falcons, and the Falcons suck. No Calvin Ridley means all you have to do is put 9 people on Kyle Pitts. I mean, the Patriots are going to take away what your best option is. No Calvin Ridley, and Cordero Patterson was out also. Who else is on the Falcons rosters beside Kyle Pitts? They triple and quadruple teamed them. That's how you shut out the Falcons. Matt Ryan does not beat quarterbacks that are better than him. Mac 10 handle is better than Matt Ryan. Already proven. Colts beat up on the Bills, Roger Harper. Jonathan Taylor had like 840 yards and 17 touchdowns. All you had to do to win your fantasy team is have Jonathan Taylor on your team, and you won. He had fucking 59 points this week.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, he had 5 touchdowns and 204 yards of total offense.
Yeah. I ain't got a chance to look at none of my shit.
And
shit, boy.
not only did he have like a big day, he did everything. He ran over people. He ran away from people. He stiff-armed people. He made people miss in the hole. Like, he caught a touchdown out of the backfield. This guy does everything. He won't win the MVP, but he probably should win Offensive Player of the Year. There's no quarterback who's been consistently good in every single game. He's the only one. He's got 8 straight games of over 100 yards and at least 1 touchdown. So, he's fucking getting busy, and the Colts have reformed themselves by going through him. It's all about him. You take the ball out of two sprains. You don't require him to do too many things, but the one problem is what happens in a tight game when 2 sprains has to do things. And he's probably going to throw do a 720 on one ankle and throw it over his head for a pick 6 because that's what he does.
Wow.
That sucks for them because it's like you need your quarterback's going to have to win you a game in the playoffs. It's going to happen. I don't think you can count on Carson Wentz to win you a game. You can count on him to lose you a game, though. That's for fucking sure. Roger Harper.
Talk to me.
How did the fucking Ravens win without Lamar? Like, how is that even possible? He's their entire offense, and they beat a professional NFL team.
Wow. What game was that? I didn't even see it.
Ravens beat the Bears 16-13.
Wow.
With all backups in. Hollywood Brown didn't play. Lamar was out. They're on like their 9th running back. Couple linemen out. And somehow they still beat the Bears. That's how bad the Bears are.
Yeah, I know they're terrible. So they must have been. Ravens must be struggling. If they didn't, they struggled without the quarterback. And the Bears they're terrible this year.
They're awful. The Browns somehow find a way to beat the Lions with Baker Mayfield. He's got to sit down, dude. Who's their backup? Their backup could have beat the Lions. He didn't need to play that game.
Case Keenum.
Yeah, Case Keenum could have beat the Lions. He didn't need to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't.
He would have done fine.
Nick Chubb would have beat them by himself. He didn't need to go play that game. He actually should have sat himself out and start to heal because you guys got a playoff run coming up. I don't know, man. It's not looking good for the Browns. A lot of injuries. I didn't even consider Colton that they played the goddamn Lions. He didn't need to play, and they still would have won.
Mhm.
That's
He's still playing with that shoulder arm brace for his rotator cuff, and he's acting like nothing's happening. But it's affecting him really bad while he's playing.
oh, dude, he played terrible this week. He even knew it. He said he played terrible. So they didn't need him for that game. That's his ego. He wanted to be out there. He doesn't want to. Tom Brady.
I get like he wants to be out there, but
Well, if you're hurting your team instead of helping them win, you kind of got to sit it down, dude. And he was not helping them win. That's for fucking sure. Texans over the Titans. Shout out to Tyrod Taylor getting the victory, Roger Harbor. And the Titans don't look very good right now.
Mm-mm.
The injuries are piling up.
I think
injuries cause a short season. Injuries would definitely cause a short season. So,
yeah, I think they're the most injury-prone team right now on their IR.
Yeah, they've had 23 players go to IR this season.
Yeah, that's insane.
So I mean, it's crazy. A game day roster is what, 54, 53.
Mm-hmm.
All right, game day roster is 53. Your season-long roster per squad has got to be 100 and some players. By the time the season's over, the free agents you've brought in because of injuries, players that have come up from the practice squad, things like that, it's got to be 100 players. Because I was looking at the injury list today. 53 players that are healthy and active, 23 players on IR. That's 76. You've got
Plus
what?
The rest of your practice squad.
Yeah, your practice squad is this what six? It's like 12 or 13 this year.
It's under 20.
Yeah, it's under 20. So yeah, they're up to like 100 players on the roster. So it's crazy because you think like all those guys that never made a squad coming out of training camp and whatnot, just keep working out. A lot of injuries are going to happen. Some phone calls are going to be made.
Yeah, that's 23 people in the IR. That's literally all of your starters on offense and defense at once.
And the kicker.
Yeah, yeah, the punter or the kicker, whatever one you want to pick.
No, that's absolutely nuts. That's absolutely nuts.
But they're still leading the division.
Well, I mean, look like Golden Tate was just sitting around not playing for nobody. Just sitting around. Golden Tate could play.
Yeah.
Well, now he's on a roster.
He can play now, yeah.
Yeah, so, all right, Zoom's telling me I got to do this thing, so I will send you guys another invite and see you in 45 seconds. All right. I had an inkling that we were not going to see Nice tonight. I'm going to send him the invite anyway. We shall see. I'm guessing that Nice is not going to show up. Larry Bird, what up, homie? It is 3:33 somewhere, y'all. These two geographically aren't that far apart. I wonder whose internet is faster. Quick draw stacks.
And we are back.
Where you at?
My room.
I know that. Yeah, no, you hunted. You're home. Okay, that makes sense. I'll be high, man. Leave me alone.
I know. I know. So, I know I've been telling you, but I have got my roommates and my suite mates to watch Gray Matter now. They loved your nicknames for Mike White and Daniel Jones.
Well, I mean, you gotta catch. You know me, dude. You gotta catch me in one of those funny moods, and I'm a fire off.
I know.
I woke up with a migraine this morning. 4 a.m. I woke up like, whoa, whoa. That's how I'm waking up today.
Yeah. No,
Needless to say, I've eaten a lot of fucking ice cream today, dude.
I hope it's Talenti, right?
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, my roommate was like, why isn't it Mike White privilege? I said, because Mike White hates playing against rich kids.
He does. He fucking hates rich white kids. I think it's hilarious.
So it's Mike White.
Mike anti-privilege. He's like the new Antifa or something. Well, I mean, it was fun while it lasted for old Mike White. He came in and stunk it up the next week and lost his job to fucking Joe Flacco.
And then Joe Flacco's not playing now, so now it's Zach Wilson again.
Yeah, Zach Wilson finally gets another start. Good for him.
Oh, God.
Terrible. So, Miami over the Jets. Yeah, that was to be expected.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think the game would be as close as it was. But...
Well, I did because Joe Flacco was going to be in there, and Joe Flacco will throw it down the field. Hence, Elijah Moore having 141 yards.
Well, I didn't realize that, but I'm looking. It was Joe Flacco threw for 300 to 2 TDs. I'm like, okay, all right.
I mean, he's good. He's always had a good deep ball, so he is going down the field. It's just funny because if you look at the history of his teams, like in Baltimore, they didn't really go vertical with it. It's just he could.
Yeah.
So I kind of expected him to have a solid day, but the rest of that team sucks, so whatever. Philly over New Orleans. This was an easy pick. Philly is trending in the right direction.
Yes, they are. Definitely are.
Well, I picked them last week, and I think I might have been the only one.
The Denver game last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Well, so when Philly lost at the last second the week before, they showed Jalen Hurts' face, and I swear the look on his face, I didn't even know who they were playing next week. They're not losing. I knew it. I was like, he's not losing. He's not going to lose next week, and they didn't. So they beat Denver, and then I'm just like, oh, they're trending kind of in the right direction because he's playing excellent right now. Like, excellent.
I like how he's playing football right now. He is playing very well.
Well, he's playing football like a healthy Dak. If Dak was healthy, that's what Dak used to do.
Call me back. Go ahead. I'll wait. Call him.
So I'm going to call Jalen Hurts Zach Prescott.
Zach Prescott.
Yeah, he's Dak.
Zach Prescott.
Yeah, he's Dak's younger brother because he plays like Dak if Dak were healthy. He's playing really well right now.
So I didn't get to watch the Cowboys game. Is it just a slump, or is Dak not playing that good at all?
No, literally, Chris Jones, as soon as the ball was snapped, he was in the backfield or pushing linemen into the backfield the entire night. It never stopped. And on running plays, he was in the backfield. He abused that line. He won that game by himself.
Well, I didn't know they switched his position this week.
They had to, because it wasn't working for him outside. So put him back in his natural position. I try to watch. I usually have 3 games going, and then the Red Zone channel.
Then Red Zone, yeah.
And whichever game might have the most players that are involved in my fantasy team, I'm going to watch. And just happened to be the Cowboys this week. So I'm watching this game, and I'm just like, they're going to fucking lose. Like, as soon as it started, it's just like, oh, no, they don't have it. It just, you could see it. And it's not like the Chiefs had it. The Chiefs only put up 19 points. They're not blowing people. They're not blowing people out. It's just one player really wrecked that whole game.
Yeah, the Chiefs did not play like that overall like amazing game.
So then you also have to Roger Harper. Then you would look at like Kellen Moore. I'd have to put that loss on him. If Chris Jones is destroying your entire offense, you got to start calling some plays that are taking what he's doing out of, removing it as a factor. Mm-hmm. Start running screens, wheel routes, things like that. Like, have him. You just got to. 2 people wasn't enough. They couldn't chip him. You got to do something. They didn't change. They didn't change anything. He beat it was crazy. It was crazy. I just don't understand it. I mean, if you're playing on defense and you got one guy that's just wrecking the game, what do? Sit back and go ahead, dude.
Just let him do his thing.
Yeah, go ahead, eat, dude. I don't even have to take a shower after this game. This is awesome. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Such bad coordinating to me, because it was literally one thing destroying you the entire game. It wasn't like when the Patriots lost to the Super Bowl to the Giants and all 4 linemen were getting through. It was one fucking guy.
Just one. Yeah.
Just one. If you know he's coming because your guy can't stop him, throw the ball where he was at. You have to treat him like a blitzer.
That spot should be open.
Yeah, you can throw screens there, crossers right across the line of scrimmage, right to where he would have been had he backed up into coverage. And they're all quick. So that's just bad. That's bad coaching on Kellen Moore's part. Let's see what else happened. Washington, Carolina. I honestly thought Cam was going to win the Cam Bowl.
Me too.
Cam's return to Carolina, I actually thought they had it. But old Heineken is proven to be Fitzmagic 2.0.
I finally put him on my yearly fantasy, and I won the last 2 weeks with him.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get you great fantasy numbers, but he is going to get you a third down throw that doesn't make sense, that you're going to need to win a game, and you're going to be like, that guy just has it. He has the Fitzmagic thing. Dude, that throw to basically ice the game on third, it was fourth down, actually, where he ran out and then had to reposition and then go backwards and then back to the right and drift and throw it to a guy and keep it low. All this, you only got one shot, like it was nothing. He's better at that than sitting in the pocket. And it's not like he's an amazing quarterback. He's a football player, dude. That's a football player who plays quarterback. He's one of those guys. Speaking of football players who play quarterback, Roger Harper, did you see Taysom Hill's new deal he just signed?
Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill.
Nah. With New Orleans?
So he signed. This is new. It's never been done before. He signed for $44 million if he stays at wide receiver and running back. It can get bumped up to $95 million if he becomes the starting quarterback.
A quarterback.
Yeah.
Damn.
So you're
crazy.
You're going to have to look at like tight ends and outside linebackers making the same type of deals, because you would rather get wide receiver money and defensive end money instead of linebacker and tight end money. So this is going to change things. Mm-hmm. There's going to be people who are going to be like, well, if I play this many snaps at this, I get this much money, because this is new. This is complete. Yeah. Nobody's done this before.
It's a game-changing shit right there.
Well, I mean, you know what they're going to do, Roger Harper. However many snaps at quarterback he has to get in order to get that $95 million, he ain't getting within 10 of those.
Exactly. They're going to cut him short.
What? One of his own players is going to hurt him in practice.
Practice squad injury.
Hey, you got to remember, the Saints were the ones with the Bounty Gate scandal. They're not beyond them to do that shit again. Don't look for Sean Payton to have somebody Tanya Harding Taysom Hill and get him out of the starting line. Roger Harper, you know they'll do that. They'll just sit him. You're not getting those snaps.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not getting that bonus.
Especially that much money.
Healthy scratch.
Yeah.
It was a game plan decision. It was a matchup decision. No, it wasn't. That was a $41 million, actually $51 million decision. That's what that was.
It's a lot of money, man.
That's a huge difference, but that's going to set the table for other types of contracts like this to start happening. You know, like Darren Waller, he's listed as a tight end, but he don't block. You know, so they're gonna make it to where, like, if he has so many catches or whatnot, or makes so many snaps lined up outside and without his hand down in the ground, then he's going to have to be treated as a wide receiver. You know, Travis Kelce had to learn how to come down inside and block, and he's still not that good at it. He doesn't like to get physical. Mm-mm. You know, so there's a lot, like Aaron Hernandez when he was still playing. That guy, he never blocked anybody. They put him in the fucking backfield. He was just listed as a tight end. Kyle Pitts is like that. I don't see Kyle Pitts lining up down on outside the tackle and blocking. I mean, they have him down there, but it's not effective. He's the fastest player on the Falcons roster. You're not going to have him blocking. But technically, he's a tight end. So it's just weird. I always thought it was weird, Roger Harper, how they will value contract ceilings and floors based off of what position you play.
Uh-huh.
You know, you're telling me that Aaron Donald doesn't deserve to be one of the top paid players in football?
Absolutely, he deserves that, but he's not, though.
He's not. He's a top paid defensive tackle, but that's not even close. You know, there's got to be 4 or 5 DNs that are making more money than him, and probably a corner. You know, so just because he's listed as a D tackle and he plays inside, his ceiling for financial gain on the field, it's low. And if he would just be like, nah, I'm a D end, and just see, this is 2021, Roger Harper. You can identify as any position you want.
Yeah, for sure.
I play D tackle, but I really identify as a D end.
Wow.
But, you know, you see what they're doing now, so it's like they're going to have to start. This is a way for the players to take away from the way that the NFL is structured to how you get paid. Because, like, you'll have backup quarterbacks that never see the field that make more than everybody on your defense makes, basically. Exactly. And it's just like, he's not no good and he doesn't play, but because he's a quarterback,
he makes money.
He makes a lot of fucking money. And just like these safeties aren't making shit, middle linebackers aren't making shit. Like, it's wild. It's wild. So this is a way for the players to gain leverage on it. I actually kind of like it. But you know, the league will also find a way to fucking flip this shit and make it work against the players. You know they will.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Come on, man. These are billionaires. Their lawyers are better than yours. When they drafted you, they probably hooked you up with a lawyer. Like, come on. You know,
yeah, that should happen.
Yeah, so like, they're going to find a way to make it work against the players, but also how many players are actually going to be able to claim multiple positions. There's not really that many that can actually claim that. So, anyway, yeah, I thought that was weird. It's the first contract of its kind.
Wow.
So, San Francisco over Jacksonville, that was easy. Jacksonville fucking sucks.
I agree.
Cincinnati over Vegas, that's another easy one because Vegas is falling apart right now. Completely falling apart. Kansas City over Dallas, we already talked about it. I mean, Tyreek Hill only had 77 yards. I don't think, Dallas just really didn't fucking show up. And that's twice this year that they just really didn't show up.
2 weeks in a row.
So, that right there says to me, that's not a Super Bowl team. You don't get to pick and choose when you show up. You have to do like what the Patriots are doing right now. Show up every week, do your job. You know, like the Cardinals, starting quarterback, best wide receiver, running backs. They had to bring in Zach Ertz because their tight ends kept getting hurt. J.J. Watt's out. They keep winning. Colt McCoy went 2-3 without the starting quarterback. 2-1. That's almost best case scenario if you know that your backup quarterback has to play for 3 weeks. You would hope that Roger Harper, you would hope that you might be able to sneak one of those in.
Exactly.
And they end up getting 2, and the 2 that they won were over conference opponents. So not only did they get W's, they gained leverage in the playoffs a lot. And I said this, this is now week 3, so 3 weeks ago when Colt McCoy was named the starter, me and Cary both said it. Well, they're going to win the first game. Colt McCoy always wins his first game as a backup for whichever team it is. Game 1, you're getting it. It's like a lock. But then to get this one, good for them. Also, what the fuck is Seattle doing? They look terrible. They look really bad. Rush back. He can't really throw the ball. One thing I don't like about Russ is he's too safe. So when Geno came in, I knew DK Metcalf was going to get a lot of numbers because Geno's going to look it down the line and be like, that guy's way bigger than your guy. I'm just going to throw it to him. Russ is going to back up and be like, he's covered. I'm not going to risk it. He doesn't throw 50-50 balls.
He's a very conservative player.
He throws a lot of great deep ball, but he doesn't throw he throws it over like it's like it's not the
over the top passes.
Yeah, the receiver doesn't have to turn around and fight for it.
Mm-hmm.
So Russ doesn't throw into those situations, so he doesn't utilize DK properly. Look, the guy's bigger and faster than everyone. Just throw it up in the fucking air. Like, what are you doing? Russ only throws it to people who are open. So he actually hurts this team by being on it. So they suck. The Cardinals are too good. The Rams are too good. And the 49ers are better than them. So it's over for Russ and Pete in Seattle. Blow it all up. Start all over. Time to change the uniforms. Get rid of that neon green. Go back to the silver and blue, the classic from the 90s, the Joey Galloway era. They have to. They gotta. It's done. They won a Super Bowl, and they went to another one. You cannot be mad at that era of Seahawks football. Pittsburgh and Los Angeles. This one was easy. Justin Herbert is a motherfucking stud, dude. He is an absolute stud. There's not enough euphemisms that you can put on him for how impressive he is when he's dealing, because it's like a Madden created player. How are you 6'5", 240? And he can move. He was running 97 yards. But he does it, modern day football, most of the quarterbacks, when there's any bit of pressure or they have a sense that the pocket might be closing, they leave the pocket immediately and try to make plays on the outside somewhere. Not this dude. This guy's like, nah, I'm eating this. So, fucking impressive. I love every second of it. Tampa Bay and the Giants. Do we have to talk about this game? No, we're not going to.
No.
I needed Mike Evans to have one catch, and I would have won my fantasy matchup. I needed less than 1 point from Mike Evans to win, so that one was an easy one.
Well, he gave you 6, so.
He also scored a touchdown. So, the interesting thing, I was thinking about this today. Devontae Adams, easily first-team All-Pro. Justin Jefferson, probably going to have to make him first-team All-Pro. Cooper Kupp, by the end of the season, is going to have bigger numbers than everybody. He'll probably be the third wide receiver. That's going to leave Mike Evans out. Mike Evans might end up with like 18 touchdowns. Because, so Tom's using Mike like he used to use Randy. Mike isn't that fast, but he's using him in the same manner because Mike, on the goal line, all he does is like go to a point and then turn around and just like boxes him out like he's playing basketball. And he's not even, he's big, but he's not big. He's just 6'5". So it's just like, just throw it here. But dude, with no AB, No AB and no Gronk for the last couple weeks. Tom has just been feeding him in the end zone. So, all right, let's see what we got coming up this week. Let's do some prognostication.
Love the word usage.
So we have Turkey Day football, and it all sucks. Chicago at Detroit. The Red Rifle's starting, and so is David Blau. I'm going with the Red Rifle.
I agree.
Dude, David Blau had fucking
77 yards.
77 yards.
77.
I mean, DeAndre Swift had like 200 yards rushing and whatnot, but like,
It's DeAndre Swift though. Like he gets busy.
Vegas at Dallas. This is a Dallas get-right game on Thanksgiving. They're not going to lose this. Jerry won't let them lose this at home. If they lose this game at home, that spells a lot of trouble for the Cowboys season. Like a lot.
Well, you figured that this Sunday would have been the wake-up call. Been like, hey, we need to do something now.
Well, seeing how there's 17 games, everybody kind of gets one. That's just like, whatever. We got one more
They've had two in a
game.
row.
Yeah, I know,
They've had
but
two.
so everybody has one, and now you get an extra one. Like even the Bucks, dude. The Bucks lost a game. Like everybody has lost games that they shouldn't have this year.
Mhm.
Everybody has lost to, and not just like, oh, you know, they lost on the last second field goal or something like that to a team that was pretty evenly matched, but they were on the road, so they were a 1 point underdog, 1.5 point underdog. No, it's like the fucking Texans beating the Titans. It's just like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the Jets getting a win, the Jags winning. It's just like, whoa, what are we doing? The fucking Red Wolves beating the Gronkaneers in Tampa.
In Tampa, yeah.
Tom never loses 2 in a row.
Mm-mm.
Like, it's just, everybody can get it this year. There's been no team, even the Cardinals, the games that they have lost, they shouldn't have lost those games.
Well, say the Bucks would have lost last night. Would that have been the first time Tom Brady lost 3 in a row?
Yep.
That's okay. That's what I thought.
Yep.
That would have been crazy.
So they were talking about Aaron Rodgers' home record, and he's won. It's like 118 and 19 and 1 at home. Or so, it's something like that. And then I was just like, guys, this is a Pat McAfee show, and I typed in the thing. I was like, we should probably look at Tom's record. It was like it was like 150 something and 21.
Yeah.
He had only lost 3 more games, but had won like 40 more games at home. And I was just like,
Yeah.
this guy is so far out. I do have one regret in life. Well, I have a couple, but one is
Let's not talk about him.
seeing as how I am the world's biggest Tom Brady fan, and I knew that he was the GOAT in season 3 of the Tom Brady experience. Probably should have been buying all his rookie cards and signed jerseys and helmets and shit when they were cheap.
Yeah, they're a little expensive right now.
You think?
Hey, listen, you still have a 2 Super Bowl and 3 MVP bobblehead?
Yeah, I know. I need to
Still hanging back there.
I need to get more rings and add to it because he's added so much hardware since then.
You need to get like a props mate so you can just stack them on top of the bobblehead.
Dude, since that bobblehead, he's won 4 more Super Bowls.
4 more.
I just want one random crossing or an elevator ride, and I look over and it's Tom. And I just want to tell him, A, about how I predicted he was the greatest quarterback of all time, and then B, how I, for at least 20 seasons of football, when I hung up the phone on anybody, I said Tom Brady. Bang, and banged it on him. Including my own mother.
You do that. You do that.
20 straight years, baby. Dedicated, man. I told everybody he was the GOAT. I saw it.
Dude, you literally would just randomly call me, and I would be like, engineer, what up? And all you would do is be like, Thomas Edward Brady, and then hang up the phone.
Thomas Edward Brady Esquire. Bang. Buffalo at New Orleans. Half of New Orleans' offense is Kamara. I think he's coming back, but he's been hurt.
Say this is a comeback game for the Bills.
Possibly, but New Orleans' defense is pretty solid, but I think the run defense is pretty good, and fucking Buffalo doesn't really run the ball, so who cares? And Trevor Simeon's not winning you football games. Buffalo.
Okay.
Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. This is a big game for you guys.
This is a deciding factor in the division. So if Cincinnati beats us, they take our spot, and we go back down with Cleveland. So we need to beat. This is definitely a win game. Yes. I just don't know how it's gonna happen. You know.
I'm gonna have to wait to make my pick on this one. My gut says Pittsburgh.
Mine does too, but I'm thinking that it's at Cincinnati, and the Bengals are coming off a comeback game, or just like a momentum game.
Well, Mixon's been playing really, really well this year.
He's running the ball very well.
This is a toss-up game, dude. That's a real toss-up. Game of the week, not your game. Tampa at Indy. It's a big fucking football game, dude.
That is a very big game.
We're gonna see if Indy's really for real. So you can't run. Yeah, but you can't run at Tampa. You can't run on Tampa. Number one run defense in the league. No one even tries it. Everyone just throws it on them.
So that means is this the game that John Taylor shows that he's the best running back in the league besides Derrick Henry?
Yeah.
Or is this the game that shows that it's going to be a close game and two sprains can't pull it out and they end up losing at home?
So to make sure that I don't miss any picks, especially the Thursday night game, I literally pick all of my picks the second that the games are done on Sunday. So that I go and just pick them real quick, just in case I get busy. I don't want to miss them. Right?
Yeah.
Dude, I picked Indy to win this game. And I'm a Tom fan. Indy's playing better than Tampa is right now, and I don't think that you can stop Jonathan Taylor right now. I don't think you can actually stop him.
I might have to agree with you on that pick, Joe. That I think the Colts can pull it out this week. That might seem like a good game.
Now, the Colts are going to have to keep Tom off the field, and two sprains cannot two sprains this game. He can't do something stupid, and then all of a sudden Tampa's up 17-21-0. Game's over. They're not coming back. You're not coming back because now you remove Jonathan Taylor as a factor out of it.
Or does this game come out as was like week 4 or 5 when they played the Ravens? They were up 22-3 and Lamar came back. Does the Colts defense let Tampa Bay come back?
I tell you what, my first instinct right now, as the rosters are set, says Indy. If AB is playing, I'll pick Tampa Bay. They're a whole different team when AB's on the field. Like a whole different offense. They're literally unstoppable with him on the field.
What's he out with?
He had an ankle injury, I think, but he also got caught with a fake Vax card, and I think they kind of made him sit out a game for that shit.
Oh, damn it. That's funny.
But if AB's playing, Tampa will win. You can't stop their offense when he's on the field because there's two, and Gronk's back. Hey, look at this guy. I knew he'd show up eventually. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Yo, it's getting hot in the Freddy Kitchens.
Oh. Is that's how we kicking it off?
Hey, listen, all we're missing is Rick Ross and his Doberman wearing the diamond-studded collar.
That luxurious bathrobe that Nice had on last week.
Oh, yeah. Are you tripping?
Yeah, Roger Harper, Nice showed up with a Rick Ross beard and this super plush, like, Trump Plaza bathrobe. He did the whole show in a bathrobe. Shit was hysterical. Had me dying. Had me absolutely dying.
I missed
Love
that
it.
one.
Yeah, well, we finally got something right. Got rid of fucking Jason Garrett's ass.
Yeah.
Throwing to Andrew Thomas. You can't get the rock to Kendarius Tony, but you can get it to Andrew Damn Thomas? Idiot.
Well, Cary,
On the week when Saquon Barkley's back? Come on, man.
Well, Cary, I mean, I texted you immediately when that game started to go down, and then I was watching Seattle play terribly. I was just like, it's time for Russ to go to the Giants. Just let it begin. It's time.
That's it. Let's go.
At the-
We've been talking about that. We've been saying that now.
Yeah, for weeks and weeks and
last
weeks. Well, basically since last year. He should have went last
Since
year.
last year. Yeah.
It's going to make sense because it was either New York or L.A. Chicago was a possibility, but they have Fields, and L.A. has Herbert and Stafford. So New York's the only option, and the Jets aren't going to go for it. The Giants need stability. The Maras crave something like Russ.
That's what I was about to say. At least Russ. Man, they would never go for a Deshaun Watson.
No, it won't happen.
But Russ is perfect. Tailor-made for what the Maras want. So let's get him there.
It's good. It's
Stop playing around.
Cary. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. We've been saying it for so long. We're not the only ones.
Listen,
It just makes too much sense.
what other evidence do you need for Danny Dum Dum to show you? What else? What else? He threw an interception with a fat-ass defensive lineman sitting on the ground. What else do you need to see?
He's terrible.
What else do you need to see?
He's terrible.
There's nothing else you need to see.
He's terrible.
Stop playing.
Well, I mean, the first domino has fallen for you guys, so I would expect some other ones to fall quickly. Gettleman's out, dude. He's out.
Oh, he has to be out.
So,
He has to be out.
so I was talking before you got on here. I was talking to Roger about it. The Russ thing has to happen, and I think they should go get Louis Riddick to be the GM.
Absolutely. No brainer. No brainer.
And I didn't know Roger Harper had told us that he actually played with Louis Riddick.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
Atlanta.
Atlanta. I was thinking they might have that they might have crossed paths at
Yeah,
some point.
yeah. So he gave a personal vouch for Louis Riddick, and that was after I had already said, "Hey, go grab Louis Riddick. He'll go get Russ." It's just perfect. Everything fits. It's just you guys just basically got to give up on this season. It's a wrap.
It's done. It's done.
It's a wrap.
Yo, it's straight up and down. Christmas time out here right now.
Yeah, it's fucking freezing in New York.
Look at this. Ain't even Thanksgiving yet. We got all these Christmas lights up.
I mean, it is, as New Yorkers like to say, it is brick out.
Yeah. It's even cold out here, man.
Yeah, dude.
Crazy.
Colton, I don't know how cold it is down there. It is fucking freezing in New York today, dude. Like freezing cold.
I went out Monday morning and it was below 30. It was cold.
Yeah, I was thinking I might get around in tomorrow because it's supposed to be above 50, but I think it might be windy, and that's a wrap.
Mhm.
So, Cary, did you see the contract that Taysom Hill signed today?
No, I know that. I know that he was either going to get 40 mil, if he was just going to play his regular role that he's been doing, or he was going to get 55 if he was going to be a starter.
No. 40 mil, 41 million with 25 guaranteed if he remains and we'll just call him an H-back.
Sure, right.
95 million if he becomes the starting quarterback.
What?
Yes. That's a 55 million or 54 million increase.
That is insane.
Me and Roger were already talking about it. However many snaps he has to play to be considered the starting quarterback, he'll never reach that snap count.
Never, ever.
$54 million on the line, he'll never reach it. Ever.
Oh, dog.
Just one. Yeah. I'm about to get
I know where.
burgers. You feel me? I'm starving, son.
Yeah, go ahead and eat, son.
Yeah. Y'all gonna be on for? I mean, we still out here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think I know. Do I know where you're at right now?
I doubt it.
Okay, I didn't know if I knew that spot or not. I was just like, do I know that one?
You don't know this. You don't know this, John. It's underground.
All right, word. So, yeah, go eat. We were just running through the games. We're almost all through them anyway.
All right, that's what's up.
All right.
All right, I'll catch you.
All right. So,
All right, peace.
later, Hobie. Colt, where were we at?
We're at Panthers at Dolphins, 1:00. We were talking about Tampa and the Colts, but we were on that for probably about 10 minutes.
Carolina at Miami. That's a tricky one. I'll go with Carolina, though. Yeah. Nah, fuck it. I'll go with Carolina. It's not that tricky. They're a better team than Miami.
I want to say if it's a weird weather game, like if it's a downpour, I want to say Miami just because they're used to it. But
I'd go with Carolina because Campbell just run it all day. He doesn't have to throw it.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Tennessee at New England. Those teams are going in opposite directions. The hoodie will take away A.J. Brown, and Tennessee has nothing left.
I'm going to take the handle on that one.
Yeah, 100%. Eagles at Giants. Fly, Eagles, fly.
All day.
Atlanta at Jacksonville. Matt Ryan beats quarterbacks that he's better than. Atlanta.
Yeah.
The Jets at Houston. Texans, that's an easy one.
Texans, yeah.
Tyrod Taylor's back. Chargers at Denver. Come on, Herbert. It'll be his first. He played in Denver last year. We'll have to see what he did in Denver last year, but I don't think it'll matter.
I don't think it will either.
Rams at Green Bay. It's a good football game.
If it's cold enough, I'm going to say Green Bay.
Well, me too, because the Rams aren't playing very good right now.
No. What is Matt Stafford doing, dude?
Now, people forget that he played in Detroit, so they never saw him. So the great throws that he did, they never saw, but they also never saw this shit.
They never saw the bad part.
Yeah, dude, he played in Detroit forever, dude. He's great, but he also does this. I'll probably go with Green Bay. It's a 4:30 kickoff, so it's going to be cold.
And it'll be close to nighttime when the game's over too. So.
Yeah, well, it's sunset at 4:30, dude. It's going to be dark by the end of the first quarter. What are you talking about? Vikings at San Francisco. Kurt's going to lose this game. I want to pick Minnesota, but these are the games that he loses.
Part of me wants to take Minnesota just because of the way Dalvin Cook's been playing.
No, I want to take Minnesota, but I'm telling you, these are the games that Kurt loses. This is what he does. Cleveland at Baltimore. I have to see who's playing and who's not. Because Cleveland, even in this state, can beat Huntley in Baltimore. But if Lamar's playing, that's Baltimore all day.
If Lamar and Hollywood are playing, it's easily Baltimore.
So then Monday night is Seattle at Washington. We're all drinking Heinekens that night.
Yes, we are.
So Kansas City and Arizona get to bye. Arizona needs it because Kyler and D-Hop, even though they went 2-1 without them. And then Kansas City, this is probably not good for them to have a bye because they just kind of got on a little roll.
I feel like with those 2 wins, this kind of stops that momentum.
It does a little bit. I mean, they don't have any say in it. That's for fucking sure.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it sucks to see them go on a run like those 2 back-to-back games. Even though Sunday wasn't a great win, it still is a win, and it's positive momentum, but then you have to take a week off, so.
Yeah, no, it kind of came at the bad time for them because they were already getting healthy.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the games, dude, and this blood's almost over, and I don't feel like re-upping this Zoom meeting.
That's cool. I was just gonna tell you the funny numbers for ticket prices this week. Jets at Texans are $10. Let's see.
You would have to pay me $10 to go to that game.
I know. Technically, I'm paying $20 for you to watch that game.
Yeah, you would have to pay me.
Vikings at 49ers are $30. And then, surprisingly, hold on.
Well, the Colts and the Patriots was going to be fucking through the roof.
Minimum's $140.
And then Pittsburgh and Cincinnati will probably be very expensive.
Panthers and Dolphins are 20.
Exactly. Roger Harper, you
Yes,
got
sir.
less than a minute. You should be getting a box in the mail either tomorrow night, and because of the holiday, if it doesn't show up tomorrow night, it'll be there Friday morning. It did go out on it left at noon, so it might make it tomorrow night because you're not that far away.
That's what's up, man. I'll be in touch with you, bro.
You already know, homie.
Nice meeting you, Kyle.
Hey, see you, boy.
Lump, we'll be in touch, homie.
Definitely, man. Take care. I'll see you later.
Later. All right, I'm gonna go hang out with the wolf, everybody.